2.9 million passengers are in the air above the United States right now. 45,000 flights. 5,000 aircraft in the sky at any given second. One person is keeping 22 of those planes from hitting each other. That person makes $228,000 a year. No medical degree, no law license. No 4-year degree required. But only 2% of applicants become certified controllers. This is every level of that career, from Oklahoma City to the National Command Center. Level 1, the Academy trainee. You are 24 years old. You make $22.61 an hour. 58,000 people applied for this job last year. You are one of 1,800 who made it to Oklahoma City. The FIA paid for your flight here. They are paying your salary. And 35% of you will wash out. The Mike Monroney Aeronautical Center is 100 acres of flat Oklahoma, nothing. You must be under 31 to apply. Mandatory retirement is 56. That gives you a 25-year career window. No degree required. 3 years of work experience or a bachelor's degree. That is it. Your first week is tabletop exercises. Toy planes on a painted board. The instructor speaks at full speed. Runway 17 left, cleared to land. Runway 17, right hold short. You memorize the phonetic alphabet in your sleep. Alpha Bravo Charlie. It becomes the way you spell your name. Academy Ground Baron 4 Lima Yankee. Request taxi to main ramp. If you do not know where the aircraft is, when the pilot calls you, already behind. Week 3, you move to the tower simulator. Screens wrap around you 360 degrees. The sim throws thunderstorms at you. Emergency landings. 2 planes requesting the same runway. The sim records everything. Every clearance, every hesitation. Every wrong call. Your classmates score perfect on the written exams. She freezes in the sim. They remove her on day 47. You have 3 seconds to make a decision. If 2 planes get within 1,000 feet of each other, you fail the scenario. 6 people in your class quit. By week 4, 1 just stop showing up. If you fail, you cannot reapply. There is no second chance. The test is called the skills assessment. You run a full simulated airport alone for 45 minutes. You pass 12 weeks, you are not a controller yet. You are a developmental. They hand you an envelope. Inside is the name of the facility where you will spend the next 3 years. You do not get to choose. The FIA chooses for you. Level 2, the developmental controller. You are assigned to a level 5 tower. Lincoln, Nebraska. Population 295,000. Your salary jumps to $62,000 with locality. That is a level 5 ag pay band. You climb 120 steps to the tower cab every morning at 5 a.m. For the first 6 months, you do not touch a radio. You watch. Your trainer is a CPC with 14 years on position. She corrects you before you finish your sentence. She makes you repeat the clearance 3 times until the cadence is right. You learn that the pause between instructions is where mistakes happen. Month 7. They plug you in your first live clearance. At Cessna has 2 people inside. They are alive because you said the right words in the right order. Cessna 472 Delta Bravo. Cleared for takeoff runway 35. Wind 340 at 12, your voice cracks. The trainer does not blink. The pilot reads it back correctly. Lincoln gets 45 operations an hour on a busy day. Atlanta gets 250. But 45 is enough to kill someone if you sequence 2 arrivals wrong. The 2-2-1 schedule starts now. 2 afternoon shifts, 2 morning shifts. 1 midnight the rattlesnake shift. At midnight you work 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. The airport is silent except for cargo. The midnight shift is 5 controllers and 2,000 square miles of black sky. You certify on ground control first, then clearance delivery, then local control. Each position is a separate certification, a separate check ride, a separate way to fail. The check ride examiner sits behind you while you work live traffic. Every word is graded. It takes you 22 months. Some people take 36. Some never certify and get washed back to a level 4. The day you certify, your pay jumps to $98,000. You are now a CPC. You are 27. You have been doing this for 3 years, and you are still at a level 5. Level 3, the Certified Professional Controller. You put in for a transfer. Level 9, Traken. Southern California, when you transfer. You start training again from scratch. You give up your CPC status. The Traken is a dark room. No windows. Radar screens in every direction. You are no longer looking out a window. You are staring at a scope. Every plane is a blip with a data tag. You learn to read the scope like a language. Every blip has a speed and altitude, an intention. So Caltrican handles approach and departure for LAX, San Diego, and 30 other airports. 800 arrivals a day funnel through 14 radar sectors. Your sector handles 300 of them. You are separating jets doing 250 knots, 5 miles apart, at 3 different altitudes simultaneously. The D side sits beside you. They handle the strips and the phones. You handle the radio and the lives. United 4-4 to descend and maintain flight level 1. 50. Traffic 2 o'clock 5 miles. Opposite direction, Boeing 73. 7. A thunderstorm cell moves over the LAX arrival corridor. Every flight wants to deviate. You reroute 14 aircraft in 6 minutes. Nobody gets within 3 miles of the cell. 3 months and you have an operational error. 2 planes within 4.2 miles. The minimum is 5. Nobody was hurt. The investigation takes 6 weeks. You replay it in your head for 6 months. Your supervisor pulls you off position after 2 hours. Mandatory break, you cannot feel your shoulders. ICAO recommends a break every 2 hours. After 2 hours, your reaction time degrades measurably. You certify at SoCal in 26 months. Your salary is now $145,000. With overtime and premium pay nights, weekends, holidays. Your W-2 reads $168,000, you are 30. No medical degree, no law school. And you out-earn 94% of American households. But the Traken is eating you alive. The 221 never stops. You dream and radar blips. Level 4, the Level 12 Center Controller. You put in for a Center Los Angeles, a RTCC. Level 12, the top of the facility scale. You are a developmental again. 3rd time your pay drops back to $72,000. The center controls everything above 24,000 feet, across 100,000 square miles en route. Radar is a different world. Aircraft are 30 miles apart, doing 500 knots. Your sector is a 3D block of airspace, 200 miles wide and 6,000 feet tall. You hand off aircraft to the next sector, like passing a baton. Miss the handoff and both controllers lose the picture. You learn to think in 4 dimensions. 3 spatial plus time. Where will this plane be in 8 minutes? You certify on 6 sectors over 30 months. Each sector is its own geography, its own traffic flow, its own nightmare. Month 14. A pilot reads back the wrong altitude. Flight level 350 instead of 370. You catch it Delta 1144. Verify altitude. I show you descending through flight level 355. A pilot corrects 1,200 feet of separation remain. The minimum is 1,000 the day you fully certify. Your salary hits $184,000, base with differentials $206. 000, a controller at your center, works 20 hours of overtime a week. His W-2 says $287,000. Some controllers work 80 hours of overtime a month. Not because they want to, because the board says mandatory. Mandatory 6-day weeks are normal. The FAA is 3,000. Controllers short of its own staffing target. 20% of active. Controllers report moderate to severe anxiety. The suicide rate is triple the national average. If you seek mental health treatment, the FAA grounds you no guaranteed timeline to return. So controllers do not seek help. They work the shift, they go home. They come back, you are 34. You make more than most surgeons. Your age and your career ends in 22 years. No matter what. Level 5, the frontline manager. You take the supervisor track, frontline manager. You stop working the scope. You stop separating aircraft. You start separating egos. You now run a crew of 22 controllers across 6 sectors. On a rotating shift, your salary is $178,000. Based on the MSS2 supervisor pay band. The job is no longer about aircraft. It is about people. One of your controllers is 340 hours into mandatory overtime. This year, you filed a fatigue report. Nobody acts on it. You approve leave requests and deny leave requests. Either way, someone resents you. A developmental on your crew washes out. After 14 months of training, you sign the separation paperwork. A thunderstorm line shuts down DFW arrivals. Your center absorbs 140 rerouted flights in 90 minutes. Nobody gets hurt, the planes land. The passengers never know how close it got. You are 38, you manage 22 people. Responsible for hundreds of thousands of lives per shift. Level 6. The Traffic Management Unit. You transfer to the Air Traffic Control System. Command Center. Warrenton, Virginia. This is where every flight in the country gets managed. $45,000 a day, one room. Your title is Traffic Management Coordinator. Your salary is $2,060 base, with locality $228,000. You issue ground delay programs, ground stops, miles, and trail restrictions. You coordinate with 22 en route centers and 169 TRAC. Zeros simultaneously. When you issue a ground stop at JFK, 200 flights do not move 40,000 passengers weight. Every airline operations center in the country is on the phone with your room within 90 seconds. A hurricane approaches Houston. You reroute the entire southern corridor 6 hours before landfall. The system does not go down. The planes land somewhere else. The cargo arrives, the passengers survive. You are 45, you control the flow of American aviation. The pay cap is $228,000. You have 11 years left. Mandatory retirement at 56, no exceptions. The view from the scope: the FAA hired you because 11,000 controllers were fired in 1981. That hole never healed. 25% fewer controllers than 1981. 3 times the traffic right now. The system is 3,000 controllers short. 90% of towers are understaffed. The controllers holding it together are working 6-day weeks on 2-2-1 rotations until they age out at 56. They will retire in waves. 40% of the current workforce is eligible within 10 years. And when they leave, they take 20 years of sector knowledge with them. That does not transfer in a manual. And somewhere in Oklahoma City right now, a 24-year-old is moving a toy plane across a painted board. She does not know which facility she will get. She does not know if she will make it. But 2.9 million passengers are counting on her to try.